Yes, people, big up. Welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. It's game day. It's Aston Villa versus Tottenham in the penultimate game of the season at Villa Park. This is your live watching on Builder. And of course, as well, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section whether it's live or after. And of course, check out the pinned comment. You can also see this in the comments after this show, which is fantasy picks to see if your team can beat my team in the Villa versus Spurs game. A fantasy football game in which you need to pick 5 players who can take on my 5 players, and you win a nice cash prize at the end. We're going to show you more of that later. But it's game day. Villa, they put their squad out. They put their team out. And Tottenham have as well. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. This Tottenham team has put a smile on my face. Now, whether it's overconfidence or not, Tottenham's team is absolutely... It's awful. You only have to look at the goalkeeper and the back four to know that if Villa do not win tonight, we simply do not deserve Champions League football. And that's what at stake tonight. We are unbeaten, of course, in 20-odd games at Villa Park. It's our fortress. It's our place. It's our ground. It's where things happen. It's where memories are made. This is Unai Emery's 100th game tonight in charge of Aston Villa. We have to win this, people. We have to win this. It's as simple as that. And we need to dust up the dusty Spurs. So big up to everyone. Smash the like button for me as well. And good evening to everyone in the chat. Good evening to Michael Dimmitt. He said, hello, Josh and Chris and June. Good evening to Chris and June, my mum and dad. Big up to everyone who's watching, whether this is live or on replay. But join the fancy picks as well. Have a look at that. We're going to get into it then. The team lineup was out, and I looked at Villa and thought, please have a good team, Unai. Please pick the lineup that I hope we will go with. And there's one surprise in the team for me. I thought Tyrone Mings would start, but also, though, we also know that Unai Emery does love a bit of Pau Torres, and he has gone with Pau tonight. Pau Torres starts. Pau Torres starts. So the team for Villa, as you can see on the screen, is Emi Martinez in goal as expected. And then you have Matty Cash, Ezri Konsa, Pau Torres and Maatsen. Now, I always say this when it comes to the Villa lineups. It's a toss-up between Pau and Mings, Maatsen and Luca Dean. He's going with Maatsen and Torres tonight. We've then got Morgan Rogers, Kamara, Onana, and McGinn. Now, we know that it will be the double pivot of Kamara and Onana, with McGinn in that box just in front. And then, as you can see, Asensio and Ollie Watkins. That is the Villa lineup. What's your thoughts, feelings, and emotions on that? There's no Donyell Marlon. There's no Leon Bailey. Those two do not start. Mings does not start. Luca Dean does not start. But he's gone for his tried and trusted. Tried and trusted. So listen, I want your thoughts straight away on this Aston Villa team. Do you rate it? Do you not? Big up to KBS Edits. Big up to Michael, who said, could be better though. Was hoping to meet Lee Collison, but I feel like ran over turn. I'm sure Big Villa win. Make you feel better though. Absolutely. Vamos VJ's in the house as well, up the Villa. Oh, a nice cup of tea there to get us down. Look, it's game day. People keep smashing the like button for me. Check those likes, get them up. And let's get into a Spurs team. So just to summarise, Villa have gone with Pau Torres and they've gone with Maatsen. The rest picks itself. Have a look at this Spurs team. By the way, big up to Ryan, one of our members. He's also part of the fantasy picks. I'm going to show you the league table. I want some more people to come and join Ryan, myself, and Lee in fantasy picks. It massively helps the channel out. Massively helps you out as well. So come and get involved. Now, here we go. The Spurs lineup. It's as dusty can be. And that always scares me. When you see a dusty Spurs team, sometimes you think, oh boy, surely this is actually going to be worse if we lose this Spurs team. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've just been with Wolfie. I've just been speaking to Wolfie and Daps and Specs. And I had a massive smile on my face. When this team came out, I had a massive smile on my face. I had a massive smile on my face because of this Spurs lineup. In fact, I'm going to make it even bigger so you can see that Spurs team. They have got Kinksky in goal. Enough said. If you can't remember this guy, he played against us in the FA Cup. He had chocolate wrists. Chocolate wrists. Kinksky in goal, terrible. So they haven't even gone with Vicario. They've swapped their keeper around. Look at that back four. Reguilon, Ben Davis, Danso, Jed Spence. People, did anyone actually remember that Serge Reguilon's still a footballer? I forgot he existed. Reguilon is somehow a footballer. He still exists, and there he is in that lineup. Ben Davis at centre-half as well. If Villa, in Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins, in our dynamism on that side, if Matty Cash isn't destroying that left-hand side of Spurs, I'm going to be fuming. Matty Cash, this is your time to shine, son. This is your time to bomb forward at Villa Park and cause havoc. They've gone for the young Archie Gray and Pape Sarr in midfield. Again, Archie Gray still trying to find his feet. It's a massive task for him. And then look at this forward line. There's no Richarlison. There's no Dominic Solanke. Yeah, there's no Kulusevski. It's a really dusty front line. Odegaard and Tell. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a bit of pace in Odegaard and Tell. There's a bit of pace between those two boys. But the one difference I'd probably say is that their own product and quality lets them down. Hopefully it doesn't come into fruition today. Mikey Moore plays behind Heung-min Son. Now, Sonny leads the line. It's a weird one. And look, there's part of me who sits here right now and goes, bloody hell, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because losing to the Spurs side would be completely unacceptable. Losing to the Spurs side would be absolutely... Basically, we're having a crash out stream tonight if we lose to Spurs. We cannot lose to that dusty Spurs team whatsoever. Champions League is in touch and distance. Get that Champions League football in the bag. Now, what makes me nervous? Well, we talked about yesterday, if you're on the stream, and big up to a lot of you who said the fact that, this is Unai Emery's 100th game in charge. Awesome. Unai doesn't lose milestones. The second one is, this is absolutely Villa's home territory, our ground, 20 games unbeaten in all competitions. We don't lose here. We don't lose here. We don't lose at Villa Park. But a draw is not good enough tonight. We have to win. And then finally as well, Ollie Watkins does love a goal against these boys. And, again, let's see if he can produce a big goal tonight. But people, it's this that worries me. And I'm going to show you now. Villa have a very uncomfortable record against Tottenham at home in the Premier League. The last two Premier League games, we shipped 4 past them, 4-1 at their ground, and then, of course, at Villa Park, it was a 4-0 thump in there. That game was disgusting. Let's eradicate the FA Cup game. The last time we beat Spurs in the Premier League was in 2023, but if you have a look at this record, we beat them 2-1. But if you go back, we lost 4-0. 4-0. Bit of a worry there because we lost 4-0 then and we lost 4-0 in 2024. We then lost 2-0. We then lost 3-2. We don't like beating Spurs at home. There's a 2-0 loss there. Villa at home against Spurs is an ugly, ugly sight. We lost 2-1 in 2014. We lost 2-0 in 2013. Look again, another 4-0 loss. Another 4-0 loss. Spurs seem to like to put 4-0 against us. And that is absolutely crazy. We don't draw. There are no draws in these fixtures. It's just big scorelines. And unfortunately, Aston Villa have not come out very well in those games. So look, if you want to put one nervous wrecker against something, is that there is this Spurs voodoo at home. Now, I don't want to scare people off, but there is a Spurs voodoo at home. We don't seem to beat Spurs at home in the Premier League whatsoever. I don't like it. I don't like it, people. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, we need to absolutely turn things around against Spurs at home. We simply can't be losing that. So, there we go. Michael said, stop showing those bloody stats, Josh. I know. Ryan said, if Davizino will remember his peak, get into the Spurs team. Facts. And, we need to absolutely do that. Gado has said the Spurs right, but I'm still nervous. This is the thing, right? My feelings right now are this. I've looked at the Spurs side. I've said that's rotation. That's a weak defence. That is something we should be exploiting. I've also looked at our team and gone, very strong team from Unai. No excuses whatsoever. I've looked at the fact that the momentum is with us. Spurs, horrible, horrible season for them in the Premier League. Too many losses. Their worst ever record season in the Premier League to date. They've got nothing to play for. And they simply only have a Europa League final. That's all Spurs this season on, which is next Wednesday. Tonight is a massive hindrance. Tonight is a massive hindrance for Spurs. I'm hoping the likes of Heung-min Son are playing cautious of an injury. I'm hoping the likes of Pape Sarr, Danso, some of those names you would expect to maybe see on the Spurs starting 11 next week, playing with caution. Heung-min Son's the one. He's got to play up front as the 9. Let's worry him. And do you know what? If I was Ezri Konsa, I'm letting Son know early. You want Son to know, listen, one bad tackle, one little pull of a hamstring. You want to sprint in behind us, you might pull your hammy. You know, that psychological advantage will be absolutely massive in terms of playing against Spurs. The second thing for me against playing against Spurs is this, okay? When things get ugly with that Spurs teams, it gets ugly. One early goal in the first 10, 15 minutes, and I think Spurs absolutely go into their shell and they capitulate. You saw at Anfield, they sort of, they did take a lead. As soon as Liverpool scored against Spurs, they collapse. Spurs on the road collapse. Villa need that early goal. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat right now. Make sure you're smashing the like button for me. We appreciate that. And thank you for all your support. And I want to know how you guys genuinely are feeling. Are you confident? Are you nervous? Please do let me know. Of course, as well, tonight's watch along will be over on the Big Up. So please make sure you do come over, redirect over to them as well. As many of you supporting that would be incredible. We love a watch on. We love a good vibe. And yeah, we'll be over on the Big Up. And look, listen, nerves. Maybe. First time tonight, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. First time I actually, going into a Villa game in the last month, I don't feel nervous. I believe in this Villa team massively. I don't believe in that Spurs team at all. I think it's absolutely spineless and gutless. I think they're concentrating on the cut. And quite frankly, I expect us to do the magic tonight. I'm pissed off that they've beaten us 4-0 quite a few times at our ground. I'm pissed off that we've been sort of Spurs' battering boys at Villa Park. You know, that record that I just showed you, we do absolutely crap against these boys. I don't want that anymore. I want us showing up, turning up, and doing the business. Benjamin says, big win, 1999, and we will hit 66 points. Listen, 69 points is the aim. Get 69 points and ask Chelsea, Forest, if they can catch us. Yeah, Deji has been missing, Moss. Deji is MIA, but he did respond to me today, and I'm going to try and get him on after this weekend on the result. Ange won't want to risk injuries, suspension or fatigue, and they've got nothing to play for in the league, correct? And Malen has to be fuming, so is Bailey. Look, those boys aren't picked. Hard to argue, though, against Unai Emery's team. Hard to argue against the sort of side that he has picked. And look, I want to know, as I said, what you guys genuinely think, genuinely feel about that side. Are you happy? Did you want to see Donyell Malen tonight? Did you want to see Leon Bailey? Let me know. Got lost in the dust storm. Exactly that, PC. Michael's gone big with his scoreline as well. Big up to Moss as well. Dusty 17th club. Now, guys, listen. If we lose tonight, it's going to be a long night ahead. If we lose tonight, buckle up, because questions will have to be asked. The one thing we have to ask ourselves is, what is the mentality of this Aston Villa side right now? Where is the mentality? What is the mentality? How is the mentality of this Aston Villa side? Sometimes, in big games this season, when they matter, Villa have gone missing. We 100% need that early goal. We 100% need to make ourselves heard, and we 100% need to make a ruckus of this. Early goal, and I'm calm and relaxed. Malen will be huge next season. You know that it takes players time to work their way into Unai's system. Have faith. Exactly. Michael said we aren't losing. PF Sports says 6-0. Love it, PF Sports. The Saskia Gunn says Chelsea will probably beat crap 16 Palace side too. Look, there's a lot going on, really. Not only are we going to be concentrating on the Villa game tonight, but as Oysen has come in and said, any chance United do us a favour at Chelsea? It's time for a Maresca. Yeah, it's time for one of these, Maresca. I think the pressure's going to get to him at Stamford Bridge tonight. Man United as well seem to play better away from home in the Premier League. And really, I know they've got the same circumstances as Villa in the sense of as Spurs in the sense of they're only looking at the final. But I really need United to pull through. Yes, please, Moss, please do beat them. Big up to 2-0. He says Villa win 3-0. Love that. Love that a lot. Actually, love that a lot. I like the confidence. I like the confidence as well. The people are back in the Villa, Newcastle fans. Big up to my guy Ryan. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Ryan, he's one of our own. What a support of the channel is, Ryan. Now, Ryan, you've asked the question about Big Up. I will be putting the link in during the show where we will be doing the watching on Big Up. So please do get involved in that one. And people do smash the life out of that like button for me. But yeah, we're massively behind Manchester United tonight. We're massively behind Palace tonight. Villa need to get back to the big time. And yeah, look at this. We're in Europe for the 3rd year running. Think about that. Let that sink in, PC. Big up British Columbia, PC. The only one. The only PC in the house. But yeah, we're just slurping the tea, very British, as you could say, and we're building up. Now, our goal difference is correct. Let's just put that league table up for the people, and then I'm going to show you the big old news on the fantasy picks that I would love you guys to come and help me out with. I want to beat the other content creators who are doing this, and you guys can play a big part in helping me beat them because that will massively help me out as well, beating those guys. But here it is. This is the table. The glorious table in all its woe. And breathe. And breathe. Look. By the way, just realised we've got a few Canadians in the chat tonight as well. Love that. Love that. Villa, form-wise. Okay, there's that 1L, Man City. Okay, we can deal with that. Goal difference, as Moss is pointing out, +7. We can deal with that quite simply. Win the next 2 games, go on 69 points. Go on 69 points and make things happen, Villa. Win the next 2. Chelsea then have to play Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. They've got to play Forest. Chelsea and Forest is a massive one for us. Man City have got a Bournemouth team still trying to chase Conference League, and they've got Fulham away. Not easy. Newcastle have Arsenal, the Gooners. Come on, the Gooners. And they've got, of course, I said Gooners, it should be the Gunners. Also, they've got the one and only Everton at home. Who knows what Everton side to get? Yeah, big up to you guys. Love it, love it, love it. Villa, 63 points. Time to get above Chelsea tonight. Hopefully Man United turn up. Yeah, we don't want any Martinez blunders tonight. Big up to Vamos VJ. Bip Galton has come in and said the following, which I really hope is true. He has said that it is a strong Man United side tonight. Now, people, if that is true, if that is a strong Man United side, then we've got to be licking our lips on that one. Big up to Vamos VJ, as I said. Villa to go 3rd by Sunday night. Wow. That would be scenes, Oyson. That would be scenes. So a great interview with Ollie Watkins today. He's looking forward to playing Europe again. 3rd year run translation. He's going nowhere. Shout it from the rooftops, PC. Shout it from the rooftops. Up the bloody Villa, said Daniel Bate. And loving it. PC's going Aston Villa 2, Tottenham winning. Man U draw Chelsea. The perfect night if Man U do that. Perfect night for that. But look, people, the league table, it shines in all its glory. It's absolutely beautiful. And we have to hope the Villa do it. As I said, there is the small bit of nerves. Look, teeny bit of nerves, because it matters. And people go, you don't even play. What are you on about? How can you be nervous? No, supporting the Villa is always a nerve-wracking thing. And I've been banging my drum about this all season. I haven't changed my mind. I said we'd finish above Chelsea this season for the 3rd season in a row. Just like PC said, we are going to finish in Europe 3 seasons in a row. Well, we're going to finish above Chelsea 3 seasons in a row. Second one for me is, I've had a taste of Champions League. I don't want anything less. I don't want anything less than Champions League football. It's Champions League, or it's the creme de la creme. I don't want the mentality of, Europa League, it's a better chance of winning a trophy. No. Do we want to be a big club and play in the big boy league? 100%. I want my nights with PSG, with Bayern Munich all over again. Let's go do it. So, people, it's a strong Villa side. Pau Torres, chosen over Tyrone Mings. Shame, because Mings has got an incredible unbeaten record. Matson in over Luca Dean. It's a big huff and a big puff, and a big huff and a big puff. Right. People, quickly then. I'm going to show you this fantasy picks. As I said, I would really appreciate it if some of you can get involved and help me. We have a current leaderboard of this. He says it loads. So it's got me, Lee Collison, and Ryan in. Big up to Ryan who's in the chat, right? There's 3 picks. 3 teams in here. You can see the breakdown of there. It is £25 first, second place there, and third place there. Now, again, we're trying to find ways to make watch-alongs more interesting while having a bit of fun along the way. Again, it's completely optional if you want to do this. And if you do, then brilliant. If you don't, then brilliant. That's up to you. But I want to know, can you pick an Aston Villa side with Spurs players that are a better combination than my picks? That's what I'm asking you. And that's what I'm seeing what you can do. So all you do is, with that link in the chat, is you go in here, you click, and it's a bit of fantasy football. So if you love your fantasy football, you'd be all over this as well. You go in here, you go make your picks, and it gives you the requirements, okay? You have max of 3 players per team, 1 goalkeeper, minimum 1 defender, and you can have 2 forwards maximum. And you've got a 50,000 salary cap. And what you do is you can start by going to the goalkeepers. Well, I know that Emi Martinez is keeping a clean sheet tonight. So you're banging 10K straight away on Emi Martinez, and you're loading that up. That's who I would pick. And I want to know if you think you would beat my team. That's all I'm saying. Do you think you would beat my team? Well, you have to let me know on that one. I've got my team locked in. I've already entered, but I'll show you. Now, look, Maatsen starts tonight. I fancy a bit of Ian Maatsen as there. Or am I? No, I didn't. I actually went for a Spurs defender just because I needed to get my budget. So I went with a little bit of fantasy and got rid of that. Now, as I said, this is where my midfield absolutely storms it. I've got a bit of Morgan Rogers in the side. I'm going with a bit of, where is he? Odebert, because he's cheap. And it should leave me enough money for my main man up front, because I've got 15,800. There he is, 14,000. There is my team. Now, I'm asking you the question, can you build a better team than that? Martinez, Rogers, and Watkins are my 3 Villa players. You've got to put 2 Spurs players in. Can you win more points than me on that one? I would absolutely love it if you could join that. That would be world class. If you can. A bit of fun while we're doing the watch along. We can see whose players are making points. We've got Lee Collison in there. We've got Ryan in there as well. And let's see if you guys can make a better Villa team than me. That's what I'm going to say. I reckon that team, you might have different picks, but I actually reckon this team here, that cleans up. I think that team cleans up with points. I really do. So, yeah, big up to everyone. Come and get involved. As I said, hopefully see a few more of that. And we can get at least, I don't know, 10 of us in there. That would be really, really great. And I'd really love that. And that would massively support the channel as well. So have a go. Get involved. Can you pick 5 players better than my 5 players? Come and join, as I said, Ryan and Lee and myself in there. And yeah, you're all a bunch of legends. So we're going into the game in a second. I want to know how you all feel. Asensio would be good, says Bongo Bongo. Interesting. I think Rogers and Watkins combine and have a stormer tonight. I really do. I really think they have a stormer tonight. So I'm looking forward to it, people. I'm looking forward to it. Just to remind you as well, tonight's watch along is on Big Up. So please do come and get involved in that as well. Right. Is there anyone in the chat who sees Villa losing tonight? Be honest with me. Be honest with me. Is there anyone in the chat who sees Villa losing tonight? Come on, be real with me. Be real with me. Is there anyone here who sees Villa losing tonight? Or, let's rephrase that. Is there anyone here who doesn't see us pick up maximum points? Because that is what we're here to do. We're only here to pick up maximum points, and maximum points only is what I will take. I will not take a draw. I will not take a draw. Let's be really real with that. I will not take a draw. I'm not taking a draw. And in fact, I'm going to be even more bolder. I'm going to say this. I think we score 4 past these guys. I think we owe them a bloody 4-0 thrashing. I think we owe them a 4-goal cushion. They've come to our ground and they've put 4 past us way too many times. I'm a bit uncomfortable with how much they've put, past us in recent times. I like that we beat them in the FA Cup, but in the Premier League, they've absolutely disrespected us. They come to our ground, They've treated it like it's a playground, and they've actually dominated us there. So we'll have to see. Listen, I think we do win. You stream on Big Up. We are indeed KBS editors. So I'll keep putting the link in there. The link is there. Put it in the end. So get yourselves ready for that. Solison says, sensing a Watkins hat trick in the air tonight. Would love that. Is anyone else feeling a Solison's hat trick? Is anyone else censoring a Watkins hat trick? Let me know. Watkins hat. In fact, who's feeling the 4+ tonight? Who thinks we're going to dust up these dusty cockerels? I can't see us losing to the Spurs side. I don't want us losing to the Spurs side. I want to be able to go to Man City fans, to Forest fans, to Chelsea fans, to Newcastle fans, and go, hey, what's your back? Yeah, let's big up the Wolfie Raid in the house. We love it. Absolutely love it. And there we go. But yeah, well, we let Canadian Moss Sports World in. To your fancy, yes, Moss, you're in, are you? Good lad, Moss. We have a new entry in Moss Sports World. Freaking love it from Moss. Yeah, there we go. Another person in fancy picks. Come and join Moss. He's in the gang. Mark my words, lads, it's coming. You've got me going. Look, who's believing? We're all believers here. Would love that hat trick. Then the 1-0 win at Old Trafford is 20th of the season. Would be incredible. Look, it's time for us to get Champions League football back-to-back seasons. Make memories happen. Make it magical. Believe in the Villa. Believe in the Villa. That's right, Moss, you're on it. You're going to win it. All this trust, lost 20 games. Listen, Spurs. I just don't want Spurs. To beat us tonight. Not with the team they've got. They've got Kinky in goal. They've got bloody Reguilon, who's come out of his retirement home. I mean, as I say again, did anyone realise Serge Reguilon's still playing professional football? They've got Pape Sarr and Archie Gray in the midfield. What, you think Onana, Kamara and McGinn are going to steamroll them? And then they've got Mickey Moore. It's horrible. It's horrible to see. Ty's just said, you look like Melberg and that shit. Up the Villa 6-0 win. Guys, you're all a bunch of legends. If anyone thinks Tottenham are winning tonight, I want to know what you've been smoking, what you've been drinking. Please, go seek help if you think Spurs are winning tonight. Please go seek help if you think Spurs are winning tonight. I really mean that. Because it ain't happening. It is the Villa. But yeah, big up Olaf Melberg. What a centre back he is. But yeah, listen. People, we are going to jump over to the Big Up Watch Along. I'd love loads of you to come over. Please come and be a new member on the Big Up. I'm going to show you the link now to Big Up. It is right here. We're going to be doing our Watch Along in here. And we're live very soon, as you can see. It's a great little platform for watch-alongs, very exclusive. You've got AI Tactics board that we'll have on there. You've got the Tactics board, you've got the GIFs, you've got the emojis, you've got the banner, you've got the threads. You know how to do it. It's time to get ready, people. We're about to go and make our mark in Champions League football. We're about to do one more step along the way. There's the Big Up link in the chat. You can have it. I want to see at least 5 comments in that Big Up link right now saying up the Villa. I want to see with me in here, up the Villa, in this Big Up link. I'm putting it on there right now. I want to see it. I want to see up the Villa right now in there from you lot. I want 5 of you in there. Ryan's going to try it. I believe in you, Ryan. I believe in you. It's game day. Spurs, people, it ain't happening. You ain't having your way. You're not having a dusty 4-0 win ever again at my grounds. And I'm going to give you my score prediction on the Big Up. I've got a score. I know I've been talking about the 4, but I'm going to give you my real scoreline. But yeah, we've got to win this. You lot are all legends in the chat, by the way. And great to see Forest Fan TV. Wolfie is a legend. Big up to anyone who's come from the Forest Fan TV channel. You're a legend. I'm ashamed that Forest haven't joined us with the cartels to dismantle the Cartel 6. But it is what it is. It's a shame. But there we go. People, much love. Big up to each and every single one of you. Smash a like on the way out. As I said, I'm going to put the link in one more time right here, right now. Here's the link. Come over to the Big Up. I'm going to put it on the stream at the end as well. And yeah, as I said, let's have some Up the Villas in the chat. We've got a few of you already in that chat with the Up the Villa. We've got Michael and we've got PC Lockdown already over there. Get yourselves over there to the Big Up. I'm out of here, people. Up the bloody Villa. Ta-da.